Hi guys, Thomas here. I thought I'd just do a quick comparison between the Flymo and a Petrol Mower. I actually happen to own both, and I'll tell you why shortly. This beautifully cut lawn, if I do say myself, was just done by the Ryobi 190cc with its Subaru motor. It's a 4 blades, and it goes through it like a hot knife through butter. Flymo. Now, the reason I've got two mowers is because at the back of my site here, I'll show you now, is got this little awkward spot with hills and narrow gullies and all sorts of trees to cut around. So that Flymo is actually great in this area. And what's actually also great about the Flymo is because it's got a low profile in the front, it can actually get under these hedges pretty well. And it sort of acts as a bit of a leaf blower and cleans out that area pretty well. So basically, the main difference with the Flymo, obviously, those of you that know it very well, it's very light. I can easily carry it down there with one hand. It's probably only slightly heavier than a weed eater, the larger of it. And it basically works on, it has a fan under here, so I can twist it with one hand. This fan generates an air cushion, which basically it's the machine hover. So, and like I was saying earlier, with this low profile here in the front, it gets under those hedges pretty well. So it's great for that sort of area at the back there. And we've got some trees and all sorts of paving, flagstones to get around. So the Flymo makes mincemeat of that. When I first got this one, it's a Turbolite 350, as you can see. I actually bought it second hand for $100 in New Zealand, so it's about 70, 80 US dollars. And that basically, the reason I got it was for the back there, but I have to say it definitely does not do as great a job as the Petrol Mower on the main lawn up here. And even though it's lightweight and has its advantages in that respect, I still wouldn't replace my trusty Petrol Mower with a Flymo. Also the thing with the Flymo is when I first got this mower, it could hardly cut anything, and it was a bit frustrating, and I thought I'd bought a bit of a dud. But basically what you've got to do is buy these spacers here, because unlike the Petrol Mower where you have the adjustable lever at the back, this one, what you've got is what you've got. So the only way to adjust it is to get rid of this thing here, and they sell these spacers in packs of 2. So it's actually working a lot better now. Get a closer cut. And I find in some areas you may need to, and the blade itself, as you can see, like the Ryobi, there's 4 blades which basically pivot. This one's got a single blade, so if it does happen to hit a rock or a bit of concrete, it'll stop and could damage the shaft in the motor. So that's the one disadvantage. And I mean, you look at the size of that blade; it's minuscule compared to the Petrol Mowers, generally, not just even my old Ryobi here, but it's definitely got its purpose. These spacers are a bit of a pain in the butt. I was going to get some on Amazon. They're about $10 on Amazon, and I just couldn't wait the time for them to ship to New Zealand, so I ended up getting them from a local supplier. And so for just these 2 bits of plastic, cost me about 25 New Zealand dollars delivered. So that's to me is a bit of a rip-off, but I guess they're, aftermarket Flymo piece, so you pay for that margin. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying before, both great machines. Flymo, really good for small yards, uneven terrain, you know, little shut off bits of garden where you might want to lift this, like this bit at the back's got a little ramped area and some steps, which it's, even though I took that lawnmower down today to clear out the backside, it's not as manoeuvrable in those tight spots. Whereas the Flymo, it just goes on like a dream, but you just don't get that close cut that you do with the petrol mower. And haven't used the fly motor yet in winter when the grass is wet. I imagine it wouldn't be a problem with burning at the motor. Probably actually be quite good because you don't have to push your wheels through the soaking Auckland soil. But anyway, that's just a comparison between the two. And like I said, if you've got a small yard or something, your Flymo is a great option. And if you're not getting a close cut, you might have to buy those spacers. But yeah, not bad. Anyway, cheers. Bye.